All right, hope you guys can hear me. There's currently some construction going on the other side of the street, so hopefully it's not too loud to drown me out. Um, but just in case, I'm going to scoot my chair up a little bit so you can hear me. I'm in the park. I just got something to eat from Starbucks. You know what's weird is I've got money. See, I used to just keep cash. And now, since there's like all these other forms of like digital payment and stuff, like I've been keeping my money in like other places other than like my card and cash. And now I've been using Apple Pay for the first time. So, I mean, I like it and I don't like it. I usually like having everything in one place. Um, but over the years, it's been more convenient for me to use card instead of cash. Um, Even though I say I consider myself like old fashioned, like some things I kind of just um, is I'm not as old fashioned about. So I haven't used cash in like years, which is crazy. But yeah, like I've never used Apple Pay before. So this Starbucks, for some weird reason, they don't take cash at all. Because I was about to pay and I pulled out my wallet and they're like, oh, we don't take cash. And I'm just like, stop for a few seconds because I've never heard of that before. Pretty much everybody still takes cash, like along with every other form of payment. So I'm like, oh, really? At all? Like, not at all. And they're like, she's like, yeah. And then they said like she mentioned like the other forms I could pay with. So I was like, let me think, because, I was hungry. So um, I was like, okay, let me see how much is on my Apple Pay. So I had like a good amount on there, and more than enough to get me something to eat for that day. And so like I checked it, and so I used that. But I had only used it a couple of times, so I kind of had to ask her to help me out. She was nice and she helped me like so I was able to use Apple Pay. Thank goodness I had some on my car, because I put some on there for like laundry and other reasons unrelated to food and all that. But the point is, I still have something on my digital wallet, so I was able to use that to get me something at Starbucks. So yeah. So what else? Oh, all right. So in this video, I'm going to be taking down my twist. Like I said, I'm in the park, and I tried to fill this early enough so it's not like super crowded. Just because I don't mind you guys watching me do my hair, but I don't want like a bunch of other people staring at me while I'm like taking down my hair. It's just like kind of awkward. So I'm just filming this before the park gets like too crowded, because it can get like, kind of crowded here. So I'm just going to start on this right now, and I'll be talking as usual as I do it. Now, I never really know the state of my hair until I take it all the way down. I can kind of like determine just off of like touch and everything, and just like as looking at it in a mirror, but I can't 100% determine the quality and state of my hair until I take it all the way down. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. It is gonna be almost 90 degrees today, so I don't think I'm gonna wear it all the way down, and if I do, it's not gonna be for very long. So I've also got like a couple accessories still in here, and I'm glad they held up too. I was thinking like, especially with the string, because I wasn't sure if I put it in like really good. So I was thinking, oh, this is gonna slip out, but it didn't. Like, it stayed in for these past couple of weeks, so that's cool. And because it's usually my hair cuffs, my braid cuffs, that are falling out. And again, if you guys don't know what that is that I'm referring to, I'm talking about, I'll show you when I take everything down. This is why I don't double tie my hair, because it gets stuck like this. And I don't want to pull any hair out, but sometimes that's kind of unavoidable. I feel like it's stuck on something. but just for the day. Like if I'm sleeping, I tie it off once, but if for the day, if I'm just having it up in a bun, I gotta tie it off twice, or else everything's gonna come down, because I tend to move around a lot. So it's coming out. I just don't want to yank it out because I don't want to pull any more hair out than I have to. So let me talk about my videos, my most recent videos. Because as you guys know, I don't just post on YouTube anymore. I post on Instagram and TikTok now. And some of my videos there get a lot more attention than on here. So I am happy that I made that decision of, like I said, expanding to other platforms where I know I might do a little better at, as far as my performance and everything. So my most recent videos that got some attention, actually on here, the video that I talked about titled No More Shelters, that actually, I think that's close to 400 views now. So, thanks for commenting and watching something that doesn't have anything to do with hair this time, I guess. So I am kind of happy about that. For whatever reason, that video in particular got a lot more attention. That's good. So most of the comments in that video, the No More Shelters video, where I talk about, just like the title says, I'm not doing the shelters anymore. I know I've said that before back in Chicago, and then I'm here, and I'm still I'm still staying in shelters and everything. I try to separate. Sometimes, like when I have it up like this for a long time, my hair just sticks together for whatever reason. So I kind of have to gently, my glasses. I kind of have to gently pry it apart so it's not sticking together. So yeah, in that video I talk about I'm not going to be going to shelters, blah, blah, blah. And of course that wasn't the case. And now I'm saying in this video, I'm not going to be doing it at all. At the most, I'm going to be, maybe if I really need to, go to a drop-in center, which I've done all of these. Of course, at drop-in centers, you can't stay there. You stay there for a few hours maximum, do what you need to do, take a shower, hang out, charge your phone. That's what I do. Maybe they let you do laundry, get something to eat, chill out, then you're out of there. And the last drop-in center I was at, they did not help with housing or anything at all other than the bare necessities. And then even then they were barely able to do that. But that's another story. I don't know, maybe I could do a story time about these different places that I go to when I'm homeless, but my hair is definitely looking crazy right now. And that's okay, because we're going to get it somewhat fixed. At least we're going to take all this down. But, yeah, most of the comments on that specific video was positive. People were praying for me, which I said I welcome. Because despite everything I'm going through and have been going through all my life, yes, I still very much do believe in God, and I will continue to believe in God, because I don't even I can't really even imagine my life without God. I feel like I'm having a hard time now. Imagine if I didn't have God in my life, I would really be struggling right now. Not just physically, but emotionally, mentally. Even with God, I struggle, with stuff, but without him, it's just a lot worse. So, yeah, so I got a lot of positive comments on that video and appreciate it. And I've got some dumb comments too. Usually I do not respond to them, but sometimes I do. Mostly just because it says if you like respond to the comments, like it makes the video get more attention with the algorithm or something. Sometimes I just have something to say to that person, but anyways, yeah. Alright, so like I said, I'm going to be taking these down, all of them. I think there's like 21, so it should just take me like, I'm hoping it doesn't take me over an hour, but it might, because like I said, I like to take my time with this. So what I'm doing now is I'm just separating the twists at the roots, because like I said, my hair likes to stick together when it's been up for a long time. So I'm not feeling any matting so far, which is always a good thing. I always check matting at the root because that's where the matting happens, duh. So I'm not feeling much of it. Still gotta double check. So yeah, like I said, once I take my twists down, I do like to wear my hair out. My hair hasn't been down. And you know, technically, the last time I did my hair, like washed and styled and everything, was like, technically I still have a few more days before I could take these down, before it's been a month, because, you know, I do my hair every month. And today is April 1st. Happy April Fool's Day, I guess. I don't really celebrate April Fool's Day. I don't really do the jokes and everything. I was thinking, like, if I should film, like, a prank video, like some people do, but, like, I don't do that, because I don't know. I guess I'm not a prankster or anything. Not really like a comedian or anything, but I couldn't think of anything to post either as a joke, which is weird because usually I'm really kind of creative with my videos. But anyways, not really in a mood to joke anyways. But yeah. Now here on the right side, I'm kind of feeling, it's not matted per se, at least I don't think it is. It's kind of just like tangled more at the roots on my right side for whatever reason. Since I've been sleeping outside, I do not wear my bonnet, so my hair has been like a little less protected. It still is protected because it's still in a protective style, but when I sleep, I have my hoodie on because it's a lot more chilly and colder at night. So there is like kind of friction at the top, but not a bunch. So that could kind of contribute to the tangling, but not too much. So yeah, it's kind of separating a little nicely there. As far as styling my hair and brushing and everything, I'm not sure if I'm going to do that today. I'll probably get started on that tomorrow. Okay, so that's all done. Taken down, separated. I'm just gonna. So it's not looking too bad. All right, let me start taking it down while I'm talking. I'm not gonna do my hair. As far as doing my hair, this is all I'm gonna do is just take down my twists. And I really don't want to do that because, like I said, it hasn't really been a month. I still kind of have technically a couple more days before I can, like, that I can get away with having my hair like this, because it hasn't been a month yet. But ideally, I like to do my hair once a month at the very beginning, at the first of every month. The reason why I don't do that is because I just, like, put it off for a couple of days. But yeah, like, I'm just taking it down now just so I can, like, kind of assess the state of my hair too, because it hasn't been in the best circumstances. So I just want to see how it's doing. And I'm just going to be extra slow. So I don't know, this video might definitely go into an hour, but that's all right because I'm in no rush at all. I'm just mainly going to be using my fingers. I have a couple of combs, but I haven't, oh, there's a spider. Oh, okay. It's one of those jumping spiders. It's in my bag though, and I don't want it to be in my bag because I have food in this bag. Sorry about that. Okay. I don't know where that's... Oh, there it is. Okay, go away. Okay. It's on my luggage, I don't care. Sorry for the brief interruption. Yeah, there's like ants and stuff. I mean, I'm outside, so let me just focus on this because that's gonna happen. I just don't care if they're crawling around me, but I don't want to crawl on me, and I don't want them to crawl like on my stuff because I don't want them to get inside of my stuff. But anyways, just brush it off. Literally brush it off. But yeah, so my hair is definitely feeling super dry. So yeah, I'm not sure if wearing it down will be the best because, like I said, it's going to be almost 90 degrees. I know it's definitely going to be sunny today. So I'm not sure wearing my hair down in a humid, super humid, dry, hot climate even more so than when I'm used to back at home, when my hair is already dry and in bad shape. I don't think that's the best idea. I don't think that's like the best thing to do for my hair, because I already can't take care of my hair the way that I want to. But don't know, maybe I might spray it a little bit and wear it down, because I just want to wear it down because I miss my hair down. I've been wearing it up all this time. Like, I'm bored. I just want to wear it down. Like, also, like, as far as washing my hair, definitely not going to be doing that anytime soon. It's going to go once I brush it, because if nothing else, I have to brush my hair. I have to, like, detangle my hair, if nothing else. If I don't do anything to it, even though I'm, like, taking it down and kind of detangling it, sort of, with my fingers, if I don't brush my hair, if I don't at least put some water on it, it's gonna get matted for sure, especially in this weather. It's gonna get dry, it's gonna get matted, it's gonna get bad. So I gotta do something to it. I have to, at the very least, brush my hair and wet it, if only a little. I'm gonna wet it more than a little because it needs plenty of hydration. But I was thinking if I should stand up and do this so that you guys know. I mean, everybody knows how long my hair is, so I don't need to stand up and to show anything, but I'm fine sitting down. what was I saying? So yeah, at the very least, I want to do that. It's important not to rush this process. What else was I gonna say? You guys, as far as like being here, I know I really haven't talked a lot about what it's like being here in my new state, but it's, I mean, setting aside my circumstances, because wherever you are, if you're homeless, doesn't matter what state or what country you're in, it's always going to be tough. So just setting that aside, the state itself, I like it. It's definitely a huge step up from Chicago. Like no contest. Like it's a lot better. My mood has improved a lot. Like a lot of things have improved, except my circumstances, but everything else is pretty much improved, which is good. So yeah, being here, I like it a lot more than Chicago. I just wish I could, enjoy it more instead of having to go through this again. But here we are. All right, so that's one twist down. And I'm gonna separate my curls and everything. I just wanna, take everything down first. Now here's where it starts getting a little bit tangled. And maybe I should just leave it like this and not really mess too much with it. But yeah, so here's when I separate this, but it just gets kind of tangled. So I gotta start from the bottom, just like kind of gently pull that apart. And I don't have to do this, the twist is down, but if I kind of want to separate the waves and the curls just so it's more fuller, sometimes I'll do that. The only problem is sometimes it makes my hair like more tangled. So, but yeah. So that's one twist down. Just make sure like I've got that's down. And so we'll work on the second one. Yeah, I'm not gonna like mess too much with the curls and everything. I'm just gonna kind of let them be. So like I said, not too long after I take these down, I'm just gonna like put everything back up in a bun or ponytail, or maybe braided or into one or two braids. I'm not sure, but I'm not gonna leave it all the way down like this. So this is twist 2, and like I said, got one down, I think like 20 something to go. So let's start on this one. It's gonna be slow and methodical about it. So yeah, guys, I like it here. I do. And hopefully, things will get better so I can enjoy my new home a lot more. But yeah, I don't know how to describe it. I know I said it's an improvement, and it is, but it's an improvement. Everything from, like, it's cleaner here. Of course, the weather is nicer, but it's just like, I just have to get used to it because it's just, it's a lot more. The sun is a lot more intense. The sun is like on you, and it's like, it's too hot. I'm just wearing this hoodie because it's chillier in the morning, but eventually I'm gonna have to like take this off because it's gonna be almost 90 degrees. But the only complaint I have so far here is just the weather, and hopefully that won't be a complaint much longer. When I get used to it, my body gets used to it. If I get used to it, hopefully, the longer I stay here. But if I do have to move here for any reason, it'll probably be the weather, but hopefully, like, that won't happen. But people are just more normal here, I guess. They just act more normal here. Like, I'm used to people just like everything being so crazy in Chicago, and just to have a sense of normalcy again, is for more than a few minutes. It's awesome. And I'm definitely gonna have to get used to that too. Just having a sense of normalcy regularly. It's just a great feeling. So I'm definitely feeling like I made the right choice in moving here so far. Even though things have not been perfect, nothing is. No matter where you go, you just have to make it what you can. Make the best out of it. But I'm liking it here so far. My first month here, I'm liking it. So just bear with me because almost halfway done. I don't know, I might do this in parts. Or maybe I might speed it up a little bit. I don't think it'll hurt my hair. I don't think my hair will mind if I speed this up a little bit. Because I don't want to be here into the afternoon. I want this to take a couple of hours at most, if it has to take a couple of hours. All I'm doing is just taking down my hair. It doesn't have to be like a big production. Usually my hair gets a lot of shedding when I haven't done it in a while. So if that happens, I'm gonna clean up as much as possible. So far I'm not seeing a lot of not seeing any hair at all, which is good. But I know when I start brushing it, that's definitely gonna change. Yeah, for right now, it's coming together. Hopefully when I take these accessories out, and I didn't put a ton of accessories in, but hopefully when I take them out, it won't make this process any harder. Because like I said, with the hair cuffs, it depends on how tightly I put them in. And usually I have to put them in pretty tightly because they just don't stay. And I need them to stay. Because if they come out and if I lose them, I don't have a lot of those. So like they're gone if I lose them. And if I drop them, I usually like to wash them out. I mean, because they're metal, so I don't want them to like rust or anything. but I have to at least wipe them off because they have to go back in my hair. So I don't want to put dirty hair accessories in my hair. So we've got like a little, some shedding here. It's like a knot. So I'm gonna take that out. Just gently, like, you know, like pull it apart a little bit. It's gonna come apart. And yeah. And then like, so after, hold on. This is kind of a long strand. There's like some down here too. And see, I don't want to, I know this needs to come out, but I don't want to like, I don't want to take any hair out that needs to be there. I'm trying to be careful. So I'm just going to slowly, okay, it came out. It came out. Here it is. See, I got to be careful with that too. And all of my hair that I'm gathering, by the way, I'm not just setting off to the side because the wind is going to blow it away. And like there's trash and there's garbage cans around here and stuff. But for now, so it doesn't blow away, I'm just putting it in my pocket. And then when I'm at least halfway done, I'm going to take a short break and just put everything in the garbage can. So, yeah, but like for right now, so scoot over here, but just to like put everything in the garbage can and like throw everything away. But yeah, so that one's down, and so I got 2 down. Now I'm gonna take 3 down. And there's nothing in this twist. There's like no accessories or anything. So just gonna like start taking this down. Usually it's harder to like unravel at the ends just because I leave some hair out, like I twirl it around my finger, but I like to twist and braid all the way down to the ends as much as possible. So when I take my hair down and I start at the ends, it's kind of like harder. If I don't have my rat tail comb to help me out and I just have my fingers, which aren't the thinnest, it's like a little harder, but it's fine. I just have to, you know, take my time with it. Kind of nice out here. Like it's not too cold. I think I picked the perfect time to do this. It's not too windy. Just like chilling. By the way, I am getting a little better. My cough is getting, it's not like, okay, it's getting a little worse, my cough, but I'm not like, I'm coughing a lot, but it doesn't sound like super bad. And as far as like my runny nose, like everything else is kind of improving. So it's because I'm getting everything out. Like I'm constantly blowing my nose. And I'm not taking like any medication for it. I'm just letting my body just fight it off. And it's doing that pretty well. So even though I am under the weather still, like I don't feel like it. I kind of feel pretty much like myself. Hopefully in a few weeks, I'll be back to normal. But yeah. Alright, so we're still at the bottom. Like I said, this is the most time-consuming part because I just don't want to, rip it. I want to like gently take it apart with my fingers. That's what we're doing. And so we're getting like a knot here. So I have to like be gentle about it. So here's the knot. And I'm just gonna try to, I might come back to this part. Just gonna try to unravel it here so kind of see that it's like, I mean, you guys can't see it, but I can kind of tell. This is where I would use my rat tail comb, is just kind of pick it apart from this section right here, kind of get it unraveled a little bit, because with my fingers it's kind of like hard to do that. So just gotta like, yeah, you can't really like see that. But sometimes for some reason my hair will just like, it likes to wrap around each other, so you'll get like a section like this. And if you don't have a comb, you gotta just use your fingers to just like gently take it apart like this. And eventually it'll come out, but it's gonna probably take a couple of minutes. And yeah, it'll take a couple of minutes. You gotta unravel it around itself. And I might just move on, because I hate to stay on just like one section, because this one section will take like a long time. So, all right, I'm just gonna continue. The reason why I don't want to move on is because if you don't take care of that, like if you try to take it all the way down, it's gonna create like a big knot if you do that. So that's why I like to take care of that section first before I move on, because if I start taking everything down, like, I'll show you what I mean. Here, let me show you. If I just like, okay, forget about this, and just like start from here and see, like, it's kind of gonna, you see how it creates like an even bigger knot when I do that, and it just makes everything worse. So I tried to illustrate it, but yeah, you kind of just have to take it apart a little bit. And okay, so I don't know how long this is gonna take. All right, I'm trying. Probably if I had, that's why I talked about like the detangling spray. If I had some detangling spray, it may or may not help with this. I kind of just want to move on to another twist, but yeah, let's move on to another twist. So I'm gonna be there forever with this one. All right, so as you can see, this one has my hair string in it. So let's see how it is taking this down. So we got some shed hair already right here. Just gonna, or is that shed hair? Probably is. Yeah, another spider too. All right. So we got a little shed hair. Got a little shed hair. I'm just gonna put this like back in my pocket with my other shed hair. And like I said, that I like to keep track of my shed hair and everything, how much hair like I'm losing from taking my hair down and from brushing and everything. I make sure it's a normal amount. It's not any more shedding or breakage as more than usual. Because if it is, I gotta monitor that, like ask why is my hair shedding or breaking more than usual. But usually it's not. It's like a normal amount of breakage and shed hair when I'm taking everything down. So yeah, I just pulled out some there. And so we got the string, but before we get into the string, I'm going to start at the bottom and then we'll get into the string. Like I said, I might do a part 2. I at least want to finish half my hair, taking down half for part 1, but it's like 40 minutes and I'm only done, not even 3. I had to skip this one. Now I'm on 4 and I've got like all of this, so I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to do I don't want to do like 10 parts taking down my hair. Like that's crazy, but I don't know. You guys seem to like watching me do whatever to my hair, so you guys might enjoy that. 10 parts of me taking down my twists, and you guys might like to see that. So, but yeah, we're starting with this one, and this one is like coming down easily. Now, just kind of coming out like this. Taking it down. And unravel like this. All right, now we're at the string. So we're gonna take the string out. I'm gonna try to take the string out. Like I said, if I have my comb, I do have a pair of scissors in here, but they're like super small. I don't want to dig around in my luggage for it. That might help me take out this string, because my fingers, it might take a while. So also guys, I might stop. I'm definitely gonna do another part, but I might stop and do another part also because it's getting kind of noisy here. So as you probably are not hear, it's getting kind of like noisy, so I might stop and move somewhere else a little quieter to continue this. But yeah, I'm gonna stay here for this part and finish this at least. So we've got the string here. All right, there we go. I was able to get it on my fingers. No scissors required, nothing sharp required. And I think I should be able to use this again. Yeah, it's not too bad. I should be able to reuse this string. So all right, take this, unravel this. All right, so I'm gonna stop it here at maybe an hour. I know I definitely won't have half done, unfortunately, at the hour mark, but at least I'll have close to half done. All right, so usually my twist outs and my braid outs look really good, but since my hair has been exposed to the elements a lot more, it's a lot more drier, so I know my twist out isn't going to look as good as it usually does. And that's all right, because my braids will look a bit better because they'll be more moisturized, and I'll just be like starting fresh kind of. So this is kind of where I have a more difficult time because it's kind of like tied off a little or a lot at the top, and I was able to take it off at the end, but kind of at the top it's just a little bit more difficult. But like I said, if I had something sharp to help me out, which I don't, I just got my fingers, I just kind of have to rely on touch. So all right, here we go. It's out. It's out. And I can reuse this again. It's done. That didn't take too long. I'm gonna put this on my other pocket. I got hair in one pocket and my string in the other. Now I'm gonna finish taking this twist down because the string is out. And I got accessories on this side and on this side, but like I said, it's not a ton, so that does not want to come out. I don't want to rip that. All right, in 10 minutes, let's see if I can take the last one out in 10 minutes. I don't know, maybe if I spray my hair first and then take it down, it'll probably make it easier. I don't know why I always take my hair down when it's dry like this. Alright. Almost done with this one. I think after this one I'm going to end it. And then do a part 2, taking down this other stubborn one. All right, done with that one. And I'm just gonna throw the shed hairs out. This is what I have like so far. That's just like a couple of twists. So far. Got it. Yeah, that's not a lot. Still have a lot more to go. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here. And we'll do part 2, taking down that other stubborn twist, and as much as I can get done with part 2. And I'm gonna move to another location just because, like I said, it's getting a little bit too crowded for my liking. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.